this doubleheader between the Sugarland Skeeters and the New Britain Bees, live from New Britain Stadium. Apologies for the technical issues. We'll be joining our Facebook broadcast in progress here tonight. We are live on YouTube here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network as the New Britain Bees take on the Sugarland Skeeters. Last night's game never got started due to the severe weather here in Connecticut, but we will have a doubleheader here today in the Hardware City. New Britain enters today's game 21-35 overall. Sugarland is 25-31, the defending Atlantic League champions, making their first visit to New Britain Stadium this season, as the Bees and Skeeters will play 4 games here to cap off the 10 games that these two teams meet for in the first half of the season. Bees are 1-5 against Sugarland this year. All those games taking place down in the Houston area. Brian Dupre gets the start for the New Britain Bees in Game 1. He'll be opposed by Mitch Talbot. Let's give you the starting lineup for the visitors. The Sugarland Skeeters are managed by Gary Gaetti. Rafi Montevallo is their pitching coach, and Travis Scott is their hitting coach player.
So, Amara, you're a Verizon engineer. Tell me, what's one really good reason why the Samsung Galaxy S8 is better on Verizon?
Well, we have the largest 4G LTE network in America.
Yeah, that's a pretty good reason.
And the most reliable. And with unlimited, you get full HD video.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's 2, maybe even 3 reasons right there.
It's exactly 3.
Okay, sure, whatever you say.
If you really, really want the best, switch to Verizon Unlimited and get the Galaxy S8 for just $15 a month.
I saw you take those phones, you know.
No, you didn't.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay, on your phone and online.
At True Timber, we pour everything we have into the details of our pattern. We source from the land, from the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We only use the highest quality, real-life digital photography to create our patterns, because there's a difference between looking real and being real. True Timber, where almost real isn't real enough.
Can't get a signal? So annoying, right?
Yeah, and I'm late for a job interview.
Hey man, can you just nix it for like 2 seconds? Thank you. You need Verizon. They have the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's made to work in places like this. With Verizon Unlimited, we could video chat the interview in HD right here.
Okay.
Hey man, I'll cue you.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
I am a people person.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay, on your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I master-passed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
The 2017 New Britain Bees season is presented by Stanley Black & Decker. The Bees would like overall a 3-3 record on the season for Dupre, as he looks for to snap his personal losing streak here tonight. Bees coming off a loss to the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, 2-1 back on Sunday. Sugarland coming into town after on a little bit of a skid themselves. The Sugarland Skeeters 2-8 in their last 10 games. News out of New Britain earlier today, as the New Britain Bees did sign a player. Nick Greenwood, the first player signed in New Britain Bees history, has returned. He was released by the Minnesota Twins organization. He has rejoined the New Britain Bees. He's wearing the number 25, and he is in uniform tonight. Unlikely to see him, as he's expected to start this coming weekend against the Somerset Patriots. But he is available out of the bullpen if need be today. Greenwood carries a 19-game scoreless streak over from last season, the second longest in Bees history. But for now, the game at hand. Dupre winds, kicks, and fires. First pitch is just high, ball 1. We are underway at 6:06 p.m. Game 1 of this doubleheader scheduled for 7 innings. Thanks for joining us here on the Bees Broadcast Network. Strike one delivered. Fastball over the inside corner to Josh Prince. Prince batting .254 this season. Played second base tonight. Can also play center field and shortstop. Ball misses inside. Count 2-1. Dupre works quickly. Winds, kicks, and fires. Fastball stays up and away. 3 balls and no strikes to Prince, the leadoff hitter. Dupre's last start coming against the York Revolution in game 2 of a doubleheader. He's lost that game by a 6-4 score. Brandon Shimo, suffering his first loss of the year, is now heading down to first base is Josh Prince, thanks to a 5-pitch walk issued by Brian Dupre to start off the game. So leadoff man aboard for Sugar Land, and that brings Lance Zawadski to the plate. Zawadski's been a bit of a scourge for the New Britain Bees. He's batting just .214 this year. Left-handed hitter, designated hitter here for game 1. First pitch from Dupre, in there for a strike. Breaking ball from the Rochester, New York native. You'll notice a lot of very similar names on this Sugar Land team, but they're not similar because of their time in Sugar Land. As Dupre checks on the runner Prince, who's back easily. Sugar Land making a lot of moves, especially over the last half of last season and early this season. Looking up and down their lineup, Gene Santee signed in the offseason, former Bridgeport Bluefish. Zawadski, who's at the plate, former Lancaster Barnstormer. Same with Kevin Ahrens. Joel Guzman and Brian Pounds both started this year with the York Revolution. And they are all in the lineup tonight for the Sugar Land Skeeters. If you look at their bullpen, some more familiar names. Manny Corpus, Julio De Paula, both from the York Revolution. Meanwhile, Sean Gleason will get the start on Thursday's game, former New Britain Bee. This one grounded past the second base position, out into right field, a base hit. Zawadski is aboard with a single, and up to second base goes Prince. That was just grounded right out to right field, and now there's 2 on with nobody out for Anthony Ginsante. Ginsante is the longest hitting streak in the Atlantic League this year. It was a 26-game hitting streak. He's batting .313 on the season. That currently puts him in 6th in the Atlantic League, actually 7th in the Atlantic League, although a number of players on that qualified list no longer in the league thanks to having their contracts purchased. First pitch, chopped towards third, but foul. 0-1 the count. Ginsante, not from too far away. He's from Stamford, Connecticut. 7th year pro. Last year with the Bridgeport Bluefish. He's had a very good season for the Sugar Land Skeeters so far. Dupre delivers this one lined right back up the middle, out towards center field. It'll be a base hit. Being waved around is Prince. The throw to the plate is not in time, and it will be an RBI single for Anthony Ginsante. It is 1-0 Sugar Land, and out has not yet been recorded. Zawadski up to second base as Prince comes in to score on the single by Ginsante. So Sugar Land with a 1-0 lead here. In the top of the first inning, still no outs recorded on a pair of hits and a walk. That brings longtime Skeeter Travis Scott to the plate. Scott enters with a .240 batting average, listed as a catcher on the roster, but mostly has been the DH and a hitting coach, as this is popped out towards short, infield fly. Baca has it anyway. That'll be out number 1. As Baca will squeeze out number 1, and Kevin Ahrens will come to the plate. Ahrens, a longtime member of the Lancaster Barnstormers, now playing for Sugar Land, a .250 average, playing shortstop for the Skeeters here tonight. Sugar Land is 5th in the Atlantic League in hitting, the Bees 7th. Key advantage for the Bees, New Britain is 5th in the league in pitching. Sugar Land is last. separated by almost half a point of ERA. The pitch. This is away, ball one. On deck, Joel Guzman. Dupre comes to the belt. Runners take their leads off first and second. This one skied out towards deep center. Backing up is Kraus, still backing up. He'll make the catch just shy of the warning track. Tagging at second and heading for third is Zawadski. He will get there on the long fly out by Aarons to center. That'll be out number 2. And that will bring Guzman to the plate. Guzman was released the day before the Bees visited York last series. Batting .125 on the year for the Sugarland Skeeters. .226 overall for Guzman. Sugarland has one of the hardest batting stats to read right now on our stats page because they've had so many pitchers get at bats this year, including former Bee Josh Outman, who's now down in Mexico. So first pitch misses high and inside, ball one. Another pitch misses. Dupre falls behind. 2-0. Dupre has struggled a bit as of late, particularly with his control. As he drops a curveball over the inside part of the plate, swinging right over it is Guzman. 2 balls and a strike. This is the 7th meeting between these two teams this year. Sugarland holds a 5-1 advantage in the season series. The 2-1 shot foul and out of play. Count evens at 2. Sugarland won the first 4 games between these two teams. And the Bees winning a 3-hour and 56-minute extra inning marathon against the Skeeters. Starting a stretch of 5 straight extra inning wins that's still ongoing for the Bees. As Dupre gets the strike 3 over the inside part of the plate. That will do it here in the first inning. Every strikeout here at home will help strike out domestic violence to the Prudence Crandall Center. That's a $10 donation, courtesy of Beacon Pharmacy. But the Sugarland Skeeters get on the board on a pair of hits. They leave a pair of men on, and after half an inning, the score Sugarland 1, New Britain coming up here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.
Bees fans, stay up to date on the latest team news and notes by following the Bees on social.
At True Timber, we pour everything we have into the details of our pattern. We source from the land, from the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We only use the highest quality, real-life digital photography to create our pattern, because there's a difference between looking real and being real. True Timber, we're almost real, isn't real enough.
Can't get a signal? So annoying, right?
Yeah, and I'm late for a job interview.
Hey man, can you just nix it just for like 2 seconds? Thank you. You need Verizon. They have the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's made to work in places like this. With Verizon Unlimited, we could video chat the interview in HD right here.
Okay.
Hey man, I'll cue you.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
I am a people person.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I master-passed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
Bottom of the first inning here in New Britain. Game 1 of 2 here tonight between the Sugarland Skeeters and the New Britain Bees. It'll be Yusuke Kajimoto leading things off against Mitch Talbot of Sugarland. Let's get to the defensive alignment first for the Sugarland Skeeters. From left to right across the outfield, Brian Pounds in left, Derek Miller in center, Anthony Ginsanti in right. Round the horn starting at third, Joel Guzman, the third baseman, Kevin Aarons at short, Josh Prince is at second, Travis Scott is at first, and Albert Cordero does the catching for Mitch Talbot. Yusuke Kajimoto leading things off, 306 average, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. First pitch, chop foul up the first base line into the screen in front of the Bees dugout for strike one. Here's the lineup for your New Britain Bees. Following Kajimoto will be James Skelton and Jovan Rosa. In the 4 spot, Craig Maddox, he's the DH. He'll be followed by Connor Bierfeld, the left fielder. Batting 6, John Griffin, he's the first baseman. Michael Krause, the center fielder, bats 7th. He'll be followed by Jamar Walton in right field, batting 8th. And Michael Bogda, the shortstop, is batting 9th. Pitch misses high to Kajimoto, 1-1 the count. On the mound for the Sugar Land Skeeters, Mitch Talbot, as the 1-1 is chopped up the first base line again into the screen in front of the Bees dugout. 1-2. Talbot has struggled early on this season. So far, this is his 6th appearance and 4th start. No record in a 7.80 ERA. 33-year-old Talbot. This is chopped foul again into the screen in front of the Bees dugout. Kajimoto has been consistent with the foul balls. Talbot has major league experience with the Cleveland Indians. Last team before Sugarland was Hanwha in Korea. Hanwha in Korea. Also has some experience in this league with the Long Island Ducks. Kajimoto fouls one off again. This one only makes it to the on-deck circle for the Bees. Yusuke, batting from the left side, switch hitter. 1-2 pitch. This one is sent right back up the middle. Over to get it is Aarons. He fires on the run, just getting Kajimoto in time, and that will be out number 1. Umpires for today's game, John Grosso is at third base, Jorge Tehran is at first base, and Jerry Martinez calling the balls and strikes behind the plate. As James Skelton comes to the dish. Skelton batting .250, 5 home runs, 11 runs batted in. He leads the Atlantic League in walks, and it's not very close, along with on-base percentage. 27 points on the next closest active batter in on-base percentage. He's got a .429, 46 walks. Josh Prince of Sugarland is second with 35. First pitch into Skelton, not a surprise here, ball 1. Talbot rocks and deals. And misses down low, a little bit inside, 2-0. Talbot also spent some time with the Tampa Bay Rays back in 2008. 3 games for the Rays then. Overall, 12-19 in his major league career. As Skelton grounds this one right to first. Travis Scott has it right next to the bag. He'll step on first, and that'll be out number 2. Every home run hit here at New Britain Stadium this year is a Stanley Tape Measure Challenge shot. Each Bees home run at New Britain Stadium is $100 donated to House of Heroes, this year's local New Britain charity. So far, 19 home runs hit here at New Britain Stadium by the Bees. That's $1,900 donated. Connor Bierfeld has 7 of those. First pitch to Jovan Rosa is in there for a strike. Rosa has 1 of his 4 home runs here this season. Batting .249, has 27 runs batted in as well. Bees line up without Jordan Hinshaw for game 1. He's got a 9-game hit streak. Rosa chops this one up the first base line. To the backhand goes Guzman in foul territory. He will flip it to a fan. Quickly 0-2 the count. Rosa playing in consecutive game number 197. If all goes according to plan, he will play in his 200th consecutive game in the Bees' 200th franchise game. That will be on Thursday. Rocking is Talbot, or waiting for him to rock is Talbot. The pitch. Misses down low. 2-2, or 1-2, excuse me, as Talbot rocks and fires. This one's grounded out towards second. Prince will field it. He will flip it softly over to first, and the side is retired. So the Bees are set down in order 1-2-3 in the first after one full inning of play. The score, Sugar Land 1, New Britain nothing, here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.
Some base.
National pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Brian Pounds leads things off for the Sugar Land Skeeters. Top half of the second inning. The score 1-0 Sugar Land, as it will be Pounds followed by Cordero and Miller, the bottom third of the lineup for the Skeeters. Here against Brian Dupre. Dupre rocks and deals. First pitch over the outside corner for a called strike with the fastball. He starts things off against Pounds. Pounds has struggled significantly since coming over to Sugar Land, just batting .097 as a member of the Skeeters. He will take a fastball up and in to even the count at 1. Overall in the season, Pounds batting .167. He's really struggled. He has 3 home runs and 16 RBIs, all of those coming with York. Again, going to the fastball is Dupre. He misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Make sure to follow the Bees on social media for all the latest team news and notes. Like the Bees on Facebook, facebook.com/New Britain Bees. Followed on Twitter and Instagram @New Britain Bees. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/New Britain Bees for all 140 broadcasts. Live video from all of them. And find us on Snapchat as well. The handle there is New Britain Bees. 3-1 the count. Breaking ball nails the outside corner. Good pitch from Dupre as the count runs full. Waiting on deck is Albert Cordero, the catcher. Most likely see him in Game 1. Game 2 would be Wilfredo Rodriguez. Pound sends this one into the photographer's well down the third base side. Foul to extend the at-bat. Dupre kicks and fires. Payoff pitch again. Fouled right back towards us. It'll land on the roof of New Britain Stadium. Count remains full as Pounds extends the at-bat. Pounds with York Revolution up until right before these went to York last week. He will head on down to first. A base on balls issued by Dupre, second of the game. As now Cordero will come to the plate. Cordero, a switch hitter, batting from the left side. From Caracas, Venezuela. Spent last year with Sugar Land as well. He bats with a man at first and nobody out. Cordero, .273 average. Has 2 home runs and 14 batted in. Checking on or firing a pitch in there for a strike is Dupre. Nothing and 1 the count. Cordero so far against the New Britain Bees has appeared in 5 games, batting .385, including his first home run of the year. Josh Prince with a multi-home run game against the Bees. Jake McGuigan repaid them in kind. That was the first game played between these two teams this year. His count runs to 0-2 to Cordero. Fastball dumped in by Dupre. Short lead for Pounds over at first. Infield about halfway in. Swinging and missing at a high fastball is Cordero. Second strikeout for Brian Dupre. That's $20 donated, courtesy of Beacon Pharmacy, to the Prudence Crandall Center to help strike out domestic violence. That will be out number 1 in the inning and bring Derek Miller to the plate. Miller batting .229. This is 47th game for the Skeeters out of 57 they played overall. 4 home runs, 17 runs batted in. And he will take a fastball that doesn't miss by much. Ball 1. Miller has scored 5 runs against the Bees, one of 3 Skeeters to have scored that many times against New Britain this year. He's registered 4 singles, driven in 4 as well in 6 games. Count evens at 1-1 to Miller. On deck is Josh Prince. Now Miller will swing at this pitch, sends it over towards the photographers. Well, Griffin is there. He will make the catch, and that will be out number 2. Or will it? And yes, it will. Miller arguing briefly, but that is a foul out to John Griffin for the second out of the game, or of the inning, I should say. That brings Josh Prince to the plate. He walked and scored in inning number 1. Prince against the Bees has a .250 average this year, which doesn't seem that great. He's got 7 hits, 5 of which are of the extra base variety, including 2 home runs. He's also driven in 7 runs, using 7 hits, as the first pitch is in there for a strike. So while the average hasn't been there, every time he's made contact, Prince has done damage against New Britain this year. The 0-1, fastball away, 1-1 the count. A little bit of extra gas, you can hear the pop of the glove on that. Skelton receives the ball from Dupre. Swung on and missed by Prince. Good breaking ball from Dupre. Fools Skeeter's second baseman. The count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pound still over at first base. He led off the inning with a walk. He's still there with 2 outs. The 1-2 from Dupre. Fastball high. Prince doesn't chase, and the count's 2-2. Nice night here for baseball New Britain. 82 degrees at start of the game. A little bit of wind blowing from left to right, but it is very clear here. The 2-2 popped foul down the right field line. That'll make the seats out of play. Yesterday we had quite the weather here in central Connecticut. Severe thunderstorms. Had some pretty spectacular clouds over New Britain Stadium. Tarp went on the field at 6 p.m. and did not come off as it started pouring. The 2-2 chopped hard but foul down the third base line off the photographer's well. Rosa will field it, and he'll flip it towards Gary Gaetti. Actually over Gary Gaetti into the photographer's well where a kid is waiting. Gary Gaetti, the manager of the Sugarland Skeeters. This is the first time the Bees have faced the defending Atlantic League champions here this season. As this is sent out towards center. To straightaway goes Michael Kraus, running from right to left. He will make the catch, and the side is retired. Bees strand a runner at first base thanks to the walk by Dupre to get the next 3 outs. And after an inning and a half, 1-0 Sugarland over New Britain Bees here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.
At True Timber, we pour everything we have into the details of our pattern. We source from the land, from the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We only use the highest quality, real-life digital photography to create our patterns, because there's a difference between looking real and being real. True Timber, where almost real isn't real enough.
Tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 bags of chips, 4 drinks, and a 10% discount at Bee Hive & Company. A $125 value for just $50. Just use the promo code FUN4 when purchasing your tickets online. Again, the code is FUN4. For more information, call 860-826-BEES and head over to the nbbees.com to get your tickets.
School's out and baseball is in full swing. Get the party started with the Summer Kickoff Party at New Britain Stadium on Saturday, July 1st, as the Bees continue their series with the Bridgeport Bluefish. After the game, all fans can enjoy a fireworks extravaganza presented by Stanley. Get your tickets.
Go Bees!
Yeah.
Got it.
Greg Maddox will lead things off for New Britain here in the bottom half of the second. It'll be Maddox, Bierfeld, and Griffin due up for the Bees, who trail 1-0. The bottom of the second inning, this game scheduled for 7 here at New Britain Stadium. Designated hitter wearing 24 takes a hack at the pitch from Talbot, also wearing the number 24. He comes up empty. That'll be strike 1. Maddox batting .241, 3 home runs and 28 runs batted in. Fastball misses just inside. So left-handed hitting Maddox, 1-1. The count evens. Busy slate of games in the Atlantic League today. There are 8 teams. There are 6 games. Long Island and the Somerset Patriots making up a game that was called in the 4th inning yesterday due to rain. Same system that caused the cancellation of the game in New Britain. So they're playing 2. They're already underway. They got underway at 6 o'clock just like we did. We'll have score updates from the rest of the league throughout the night. This one chopped over Talbot's head out towards second base. Prince throwing on the run just in time as Scott hauls in the toss from Prince for out number 1 here in the second inning. So that brings Connor Bierfeld to the plate. Bierfeld tied with Michael Kraus for the team lead in home runs with 10. He does lead the team in runs batted in with 31, a .270 average as well. While he does lead the Atlantic League in strikeouts, he'll certainly take the strikeouts with a .270, 10, and 31 slash line. Right-handed batter from Torrington, Connecticut waits for the first pitch from Talbot, which is a fastball away. Ball 1 as that just missed off the plate over the left-handed batter's box. Actually stayed right along the chalk line. 1-0 from Talbot. This one ripped down the third baseline foul. Bangs off the facade and rolls all the way to the Skeeters bullpen. Back into play, actually. It ends up in the triangle where it's fielded by one of the Skeeters relievers to even the count at 1. 1-1. Off-speed pitch from Talbot. Misses down low. Bierfeld's now ahead in the count. Talbot delivers. Breaking ball over the inside corner. That one fooled Bierfeld as he stopped his swing about a quarter of the way in, but called a strike anyway. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. The 2-2 Called third strike. That one right down the heart of the plate. Earfelt was looking for something else. And that'll be out number 2. That brings John Griffin to the plate. Griffin 3 home runs, 21 batted in. Go with a .251 average. Playing first base here for game 1. Used to be a given before this season. Now he spent some significant time over at third base. First pitch from Talbot. Fastball misses low and inside, ball 1. This one a broken bat. Slow grounder out towards short. Aarons is up with it, fires over to first. Gets Griffin with plenty of time, and the side is retired. Another 1-2-3 inning for Talbot. We head to the 3rd. The score is 1-0 Sugar Land over New Britain here on the Bees Broadcast Network.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I master passed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
No bars. Oh no, looks like somebody needs a new network.
When I got this unlimited plan, they told me they were all the same.
They're not. Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's basically made for places like this.
Honey, what if it was just us out here?
Right. So I ordered you a car. Thank you. You don't want to be out here at night because of the coyotes.
Okay, thanks, bud. Bye.
Be nice to have your car for some shelter. Bye.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
From lazy days by the shore to exciting nights on the town, Connecticut can be a pretty fun place to be this time of year. But if you get behind the wheel after even just a few drinks, things will get pretty unfun pretty fast. Connecticut has zero tolerance for drunk driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Have you been drinking?
And all fans can enjoy a fireworks extravaganza presented by Stanley. Get your tickets at nbbs.com by calling 860-826-BEES or by visiting the New Britain Stadium box office to celebrate the arrival of summer.
Sawadsky leads things off for Sugar Land here in the 3rd inning against Brian Dupre. Sawadsky 1 for 1 on the night. He'll be followed by Jinsanti and Scott. He hammers this one out towards right field. That ball is high, far, and gone over the batting cage, and Lance Sawadsky strikes again against New Britain. The only man who's got a pair of grand slams against them in back-to-back days brings the solo shot out to right field, and it's 2-0 Sugar Land as Sawadsky strikes on the first pitch of the inning. It's now 2-0 Skeeters over Bees. No doubt about that one. It was hit over the batting cage, about 375 down the right field line. That brings Jinsanti to the plate. For Dupre, that is home run number 4 allowed on the season. First pitch misses high, a fastball, ball 1. DACO is the official transportation partner of the New Britain Bees and provides all the team's ground transportation for the 2017 season. If your group or organization needs quality transportation options, DACO's got you covered. For more information, call 800-229-4879 or visit daco.com. Jinsanti sends one right down the left field line, but it hooks foul into the top of the batting cage turtle for batting practice. So 1-1 curveball now coming from Dupre. This one will bang off the sweep next to press level, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lance Sawadsky has been a thorn in the Bees' side during his entire time in the Atlantic League. That's his first home run against the Bees this year. Last year, he did quite a number to the New Britain Bees. In Lancaster, he had a pair of grand slams on back-to-back nights. As the 2-2 is sent out towards straightaway center field, now more towards right. Backing up is Kraus. It lands between Kraus and Walton. Kraus will get to it first. His throw comes back in. It's cut off by John Griffin back behind second. 8th double allowed on the year by Brian Dupre. Back-to-back extra base hits here for the Sugarland Skeeters to lead off the third. Sugarland's had the leadoff man on in every inning in this game. So runner at second, one down. We'll just finish off that thought about Ginsanti. Ginsanti last year, as a member of the Lancaster Barnstormers, hit 2 grand slams against New Britain. When he went over to Sugarland, he hit another 2, so that's his 5th home run against the Bees in his career. Big welcome to all of our Facebook fans, now able to watch. As this is grounded out towards first, Griffin looks over at Ginsanti, who's going to advance. He'll take it to the bag himself. So Ginsanti up to third base as Scott retired on the first pitch that he sees. So one down, man over at third, and Kevin Aaron's coming to the plate. First pitch, this is down low, breaking ball away, ball 1. This is grounded right back up the middle. That'll be a base hit and a run batted in for Aarons as he put that one on the ground. Sent that right straight up the middle, just to the right, or the left of second base. Right if you're standing on second base looking home. It'll be an RBI single, and it's 3-0 Sugarland here in the top of the third. The Skeeters adding to their lead again. First pitch to Guzman is popped up. Shortstop Baca, as is his right, calling off the rest of the infield. He'll make the catch just in front of second base, and that'll be out number 2. So 2 down now, and Brian Pounds, who led off last inning with a walk, will come to the plate. Dupre comes to the belt. Short lead over at first base for Kevin Aarons. His pitch misses away. Ball 1. Fastball to start off Brian Pounds. Dupre delivers this fastball right down the pipe. It's just on the bottom edge of the strike zone. 1-1 the count. Checking on the base runner is Dupre. Good snap throw over to first. Back with a dive is Aarons. Count still 1-1. Still a runner at second. The pitch. Popped up. Foul and out of play. This lofted out towards shallow center. Coming in is Kraus. It'll drop in for a base hit as Pounds will reach for the second time tonight. Up to second base goes Aarons, who is running on contact with 2 down. And Now there's runners at first and second with 2 out here in the 3rd inning. 6 hits so far for Sugar Land through the first inning, or 2 2/3 innings against Dupree. New Britain does not yet have a hit on the night. So now with 2 down.
3 outs.
Late is Cordero. He grounds this one over towards first. Nice diving, sliding stab by Griffin. He will flip it to the pitcher covering. Dupree steps on the bag and the side's retired. So 2 men left aboard for Sugar Land. But they get 4 hits in the inning. 2 runs come home, including the solo shot by Zawadzki, his 5th home run against the Bees in his Atlantic League career. After 2.5 innings, the score 3-0. Sugar Land over the New Britain Bees here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.
See why it's better with the Bees, Connecticut's most affordable, family-friendly baseball.
At True Timber, we pour everything we have into the details of our pattern. We source from the land, from the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We only use the highest quality, real-life digital photography to create our patterns, because there's a difference between looking real and being real. True Timber, where almost real isn't real enough.
Can't get a signal? So annoying, right?
Yeah, and I'm late for a job interview.
Hey man, can you just nix it for like 2 seconds? Thank you. You need Verizon. They have the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's made to work in places like this. With Verizon Unlimited, we could video chat the interview in HD right here.
Okay.
Hey man, I'll cue you.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
I am a people person.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I master-passed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
Michael Kraus will lead things off for New Britain. Bottom half of the 3rd inning. 3-0. Sugar Land has the lead. Kraus, 10 home runs, 26 RBIs, a .268 average. He had a 2-home run game back on Saturday against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Drove in 5 runs. Most so far this season for the New Britain Bees. Showing a lot more power this year. He had 10 home runs in all of last season. Did Michael Kraus. He's got 10 before the first half, but he's going to show bunt here. Takes a fastball inside as he pulls his bat back for ball 1 from Talbot. Two and nothing, the count to Michael Kraus. It's the bottom 3rd of the order due up for New Britain here in the inning. As Kraus swings and misses, fastball in. 2-1 the count. Walton will follow. He'll be followed by Michael Baca. Talbot's seen the minimum through the first 2 innings. Count runs to 3-1 to Michael Kraus. Talbot delivers a fastball right down the middle. Kraus loops this one out towards center. Coming in is Miller. He'll make the catch in left center. And that will be out number 1. Take a quick look at the Atlantic League scoreboard here. Only one other game. Actually now 3 other games underway. Somerset has a 2-1 lead over Long Island. That's in the top of the 3rd. Somerset 14 games up on the New Britain Bees in the Liberty Division. Bees have been eliminated from first half contention. Pitch misses down low to Walton, ball 1. Southern Maryland, meanwhile, scoring in the top of the first inning against York, 1-0, and they're still batting here. Just underway, Bridgeport at Lancaster. No score, bottom of the first. This one softly ground out towards second. Hustling down the line is Walton, but the throw beats him there, and that'll be out number 2. Jamar is retired. So 2 quick outs again for Talbot. And that brings Baca to the plate. Baca, batting 171, does have a home run, which came here at New Britain Stadium. Has 6 runs batted in as well. This one's fouled straight back to the screen. Strike 1 to Baca. Right on deck is Kajimoto, who grounded out in his first at-bat. He's down in order so far in their first time through the order. Baca again sends a ball foul to the screen. He's got an 0-2 hole to dig out of. Big news for the Bees today is Nick Greenwood, released by the Minnesota Twins, has re-signed in New Britain. Brings with him a 19-game scoreless streak dating back to last season. His last appearance in a Bees uniform was May 3rd of last year. His contract sold to the Minnesota Twins organization, where we go on to play in 20 games between Double and Triple A. On May 6th, he had a save last year and a .320 ERA in affiliated ball. As this is a swinging bunt from Baca, grounded right back out to Talbot. He's got it and zips a throw to first. And the side is retired. Bees go down in order once again. They've gone down in order the first time through the lineup. And in this game scheduled for 7 innings, we're through 3. Score 3-0, Sugarland over New Britain. Our trivia answer coming up when we return here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.
Some baseball to your summer? 10-game mini plans are on sale now with the New Britain Bees. Signing up for a 10-game mini plan includes a special early entrance to New Britain Stadium, a 10% discount at Bee Hive and Company, first opportunity for 2017 playoff tickets, an opportunity to throw out a first pitch, and more. For more information and to get your mini plan today, visit nbbs.com/tickets and click on the mini plan tab or call.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I MasterPassed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
So, Amara, you're a Verizon engineer. Tell me, what's one really good reason why the Samsung Galaxy S8 is better on Verizon?
Well, we have the largest 4G LTE network in America.
Yeah, that's a pretty good reason.
And the most reliable. And with unlimited, you get full HD video.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's 2, maybe even 3 reasons right there.
It's exactly 3.
Okay, sure, whatever you say.
If you really, really want the best, switch to Verizon Unlimited and get the Galaxy S8 for just $15 a month.
I saw you take those phones, you know.
No, you didn't.
Top of the 4th inning here at New Britain Stadium. 3-0. Sugarland has the lead. It'll be their number 9 man Miller, followed by Prince and Zawadzki against Brian Dupre here in the top of the 4th. Quick correction, as Baca actually struck out on that pitch, bounced off of the catcher Cordero all the way back out to the mound. So the out goes strikeout, 2-1-3 to end last inning. So Dupre winds and deals to Miller, who fouled out to John Griffin at the photographer's well in his first at-bat. Pitch misses low and away with the fastball. Ball 1. Dupre working quickly, the 1-0. Breaking ball in there. Snaps right down the middle for strike 1 to even the count. It's time for our trivia question here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network. Play along by leaving a comment on Facebook or YouTube, or tweet us at New Britain Bees as the breaking ball misses inside. Today's Game 1 question: what is the Bees' road record since they visited Sugarland? What is the Bees' road record since they visited Sugarland? The hint is they only played one road series before their 6-game trip down to Sugar Land. Answer coming up in the bottom half of the fourth. As 3-1 pitch from Dupre misses down low, ball 4. Miller will be the third man to walk in the inning, and the leadoff man has been aboard in all 4 innings so far for the Skeeters. Sugar Land taking advantage. So Josh Prince steps in for the 3rd time. He walked to lead off the game and flew out to end the 2nd inning. There will be action in the Bees bullpen now as Ivan Villascusa heads on out to the bullpen. Prince sends this one for a ride out towards center. Backing up is Krause. He makes the catch. No, it bounces off the Stanley sign over his Bierfeld to back him up. It will be a double for Josh Prince. Stopping at third is Miller as he had to wait to make sure that one came down. And it's a double for Prince, his first hit of the game. For Sugar Land, that's their 7th. Krause reached up as if he had that one, but it bounced high over his glove, right off the Stanley sign in left center, and ricocheted back towards center field. Connor Bierfeld, who had been sprinting over from left, came over to cut it off. Now the Bees will pull the infield in with Zawadzki at the plate. He is 2 for 2, a single and a home run. Breaking ball misses away. 1-0 the count. Zawadzki's 5th home run against the New Britain Bees over the last 2 seasons. Zawadzki will foul this one off. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Big reminder that New Britain has made it to the 2nd round, the Sweet 16 of Ballpark Digest's vote. So this is lined out towards right field. 1 run will score. This goes right through the drawn-in infield. Well, Zawadzki, his 2nd single and 2nd RBI of the game. Prince up to 3rd base, and now there's runners on the corners with no outs. Miller coming in to score to make it 4-0 Sugar Land. That'll summon Sean Gilblair, taking a very slow walk out to the mound. A reminder that New Britain Stadium now on to the 2nd round of Ballpark Digest. Best of the ballparks in independent baseball. Up against Clipper Magazine Stadium. At last check, it was a 50-50 breakdown in the vote. That wraps up tomorrow at about 10 a.m. Then the 3rd round will take place. Help send the Bees to that 3rd round where they either face off against the normal Corn Belters or the Texas Air Hogs. Texas Stadium in Grand Prairie pulled off the upset of Bethpage Ballpark out on Long Island in the 1st round. That helps send the Bees to the 3rd round. Head on over to the Bees social media, Facebook or Twitter. Link is posted there. And vote New Britain Stadium for best of the ballparks. The pitch. Misses away, ball 1. Ginsanti at the plate now. It's 2 for 2, a single and a double, an RBI and a run score. A 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. There was some extra pop to that one from Brian Dupre. The Bees do not like the twin bill. This game 1 of the single admission doubleheader. They have not fared all that well in doubleheader games. As count runs to 2-1. In double dips, these are 3-9 overall. They've been swept several times. Against the Freedom Division, they're 14-18, 3-7 here at New Britain Stadium. Bees actually have an 11-11 record against the Freedom Division on the road. Take Sugar Land series out. done much better. Ginsanti pops this one up in foul territory. Griffin comes down the first base line. He will make the catch. That will be out number 1 in the innings. Ginsanti is retired. Runners remain at the corners. Now with 1 out, Bees middle infield will retreat to double play depth with Travis Scott coming to the plate. Scott 0 for 2. He had an infield pop-up as Jason Jarvis gets loose out in the Bees bullpen. Coming set is Dupre to deal with Scott. Grounded out to first in his last at-bat. Off-speed pitch stays away for ball 1. Long fly ball by Scott out towards right field. Walton looking up. That ball is gone. A 3-run shot for Travis Scott. And Sugar Land has opened this one up. They've scored 4 runs in the 4th inning so far to take a 7-0 lead. A 3-run shot just clearing the wall right by the AFSCME sign out on the Bees' right field wall. And that will bring home 3 runs. It's now 7-0 Sugar Land, and that will spell the end of the night for Brian Dupre. Jason Jarvis coming on for the New Britain Bees. 7 runs home for Sugar Land, 4 in the inning, and we'll have a pitching change coming to you from New Britain Stadium. You're watching New Britain Bees baseball here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.
At True Timber, we pour everything we have into the details of our pattern. We source from the land, from the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We only use the highest quality, real-life digital photography to create our patterns, because there's a difference between looking real and being real. True Timber, where almost real isn't real enough.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I master-passed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
No bars. Oh no, looks like somebody needs a new network.
When I got this unlimited plan, they told me they were all the same.
They're not. Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's basically made for places like this.
Honey, what if it was just us out here?
Right. So, I ordered you a car. Thank you. You don't want to be out here at night because of the coyotes.
Okay, thanks, bud. Bye.
Be nice to have your car for some shelter. Bye.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
New pitcher on for New Britain as it's 7-0 Sugar Land. Brian Dupre departs after 3 1/3 innings, and in steps Jason Jarvis, the Bees' long reliever. Dupre departs after 3 1/3 innings pitched, 9 hits, 7 runs all earned, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. And into the game comes Jarvis. Jarvis making his 15th appearance, which includes 2 starts, a 1-3 record, a 4.73 ERA. He has struck out 13 and walked 9 in 32 1/3 innings pitched. Opponents batting .296 off of Jarvis, who misses with the first pitch to Aarons. He'll deliver again. Fastball tailing back in over the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Bees have had problems at home with today's game factored in, as Aarons swings and misses. Bring the count to 1-2. With today's game factored in, the Bees have scored 82 runs at home. They have allowed several more, as this is sent out towards center field. Base hit for Aarons to greet Jarvis, his 2nd hit of the game. By several more, Bees have now allowed at home 133 runs, actually 135 runs, compared to 82 scored. That is a run differential of 53. Jarvis gets the swing and a foul tip by Guzman right down in the dirt. That'll be strike one. Guzman, the 7th man to bat in the inning. 4 have come home with just 1 out on 10 total hits in this game for New Britain. The 0-1 swung on and missed by Guzman. Jarvis ahead in the count, 0-2. As Jarvis gets the strikeout, that'll be out number 2 in the inning and brings Brian Pounds to the plate. Pounds, who's been on base twice, once through a walk, once through a single, takes a first pitch inside, corner called strike from Jason Jarvis. Jarvis has primarily been used in mop-up situations as he checks on the runner. Aarons is back standing. His last appearance, I wouldn't be shocked, by the way, if he goes the entire rest of this game, but Jarvis's last appearance coming for the New Britain Bees against Southern Maryland back on the 17th, so 3 days ago. Did not go very far in that game. Did have a start, one of his 2 starts against Sugar Land. Went 4 innings, allowed 3 earned runs. 1-1 pitch swung on and missed by Pounds, 1-2. The Bees pitcher who's had the most trouble with the Sugar Land Skeeters, oddly enough, Nate Rowe, has allowed 3 earned runs in an inning and a third. That's pretty spectacular when you realize that Rowe has barely allowed runs to anyone, as this is lined right back up the middle, past the dive of Kajimoto. Base hit for Pounds, and Cordero, the 9th man, will come to bat in the inning. Rowe has allowed 6 total earned runs on the year, 3 of them against Sugar Land. So Cordero will bat. He's 0 for 2, has not been on base today. Two on, 2 out, 4 runs home in the inning. The first pitch is in there for a strike to Albert Cordero. Aarons at second, Pounds is at first. 5 hits in the inning and 3 runs scored. Swung on and missed, big cut by Cordero. The count's now 0-2. Jarvis comes to the set, checks Aarons at second, and gets the swing and the miss on a fastball away for strike number 3. But Sugar Land strikes for 4 runs. The big blow, the 3-run home run by Scott on 5 hits in the inning. They do leave a pair of men on. And after 3.5, the score is 7-0 Sugar Land. Our trivia answer coming up when we return here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.
Stay up to date.
So, Amara, you're a Verizon engineer. Tell me, what's one really good reason why the Samsung Galaxy S8 is better on Verizon?
Well, we have the largest 4G LTE network in America.
Yeah, that's a pretty good reason.
And the most reliable. And with unlimited, you get full HD video.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's 2, maybe even 3 reasons right there.
It's exactly 3.
Okay, sure, whatever you say.
If you really, really want the best, switch to Verizon Unlimited and get the Galaxy S8 for just $15 a month.
I saw you take those phones, you know.
No, you didn't.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I master-passed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
Of this doubleheader. Today's trivia question: what is the Bees' road record since they visited Sugar Land? After their visit to Sugar Land, they were a grand total of 3-6. Since then, they are 10-9 on the year. Overall, 13-15 on the road, but they've been above 500 since visiting the Sugar Land Skeeters down in Texas for their longest series against one team this year. Thanks to everyone who played along with our trivia question. We'll have another question in Game 2 of the doubleheader. 1-0 pitch, chop foul up the first base line. Count evens at 1-1 to Yusuke. Grounded out to short. Bees have trailed this game wire to wire so far. 1 run for Sugar Land in the first, 2 in the third, 4 in the fourth. Talbot delivers. Looked like a slider that stayed straight and away. 2-1 the count. James Skelton waiting on deck for the New Britain Bees. Talbot, originally drafted by the Houston Astros back in the 2002 draft out of high school. Made his major league debut as a September call-up against the Boston Red Sox. The 3-1 pitch to Kajimoto, ball 4, and that'll be the first base runner for the New Britain Bees tonight as Kajimoto will reach via a free pass. That brings James Skelton to the plate. Talbot's last affiliated ball was in the Miami Marlins organization, 2013. Since then, he's pitched in Venezuela for the Long Island Ducks and Korea before coming to Sugar Land this season. First pitch to Skelton. Fastball over the inside part of the plate, strike 1. Kajimoto dancing off first base after that pitch. Talbot working from the stretch for the first time tonight. Misses away. Even the count at 1. Kajimoto dancing off first again. This time a fastball nips the bottom of the strike zone. The inside part of the plate. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to James Skelton. Waiting on deck, Jovan Rosa. No Bees have managed to hit yet in today's game. Got 1 base runner. Man at the plate. That'll be the first hit. A ringing single out towards right field. Stopping at second is Kajimoto. No point in pushing the issue as the Bees trail by 7. Base knock for Skelton. Up to second, Yusuke Kajimoto. Bees have 2 on with nobody out here in the 4th inning as they look to rally back. That brings Jovan Rosa to the plate. Rosa grounded out to second to end the 1st inning. For Skelton, he's now been on base in 6 consecutive games. Kajimoto in his 3rd consecutive game. Maddox, who's on deck, has been on base in 10 consecutive. It's also the 6th straight game that Skelton has a hit. Second longest active hitting streak behind Jordan Hinshaw's 9. That'll last through today's game unless he gets an at-bat. First pitch, breaking ball stays high, ball 1. Talbot draws to the set. He sets up by his shoulders. The 1-0. This one hammered out towards left field. It'll get down in front of Pounds. That'll be a base hit, and the bases are loaded. Another hard hit single. This one by Jovan Rosa. And the first 3 men have reached here in the 4th inning. So the Bees, after allowing a 4-run 4th to Sugar Land, have loaded the bases for Craig Maddox. Maddox again has that 10-game on-base streak. He gets on base here. It's very likely a run comes home with him. 0 for 1 in today's game with a ground out to second. But with the bases loaded this season, Maddox 0 for 2 with 3 runs batted in. Meanwhile, Talbot will work from the full windup with the bases loaded. A bit unusual here in the Atlantic League as the first pitch is in there for a strike. Talbot has allowed 1 hit with the bases loaded in 7 such opportunities so far on the year. Full wind, and Maddox swings and misses at a pitch away. 0-2 the count. Waiting on deck is Connor Bierfeld. If anyone has the power to get this game closer very quickly, it's him. Maddox, 2 of his 3 home runs here at New Britain Stadium. Bees have not had a grand slam this year. It's been almost a year since their last grand slam as a team. The 0-2 swung on and missed, and Maddox strikes out on 3 pitches for the first out. The last Bees grand slam was hit by John Jones. And that was back over a year ago, actually. That was June 17th of 2016. Hit 1 at home, 1 on the road. Meanwhile, the Bees have allowed 10 grand slams in team history, 7 of which came last year. Full windup from Talbot again. The pitch to Bierfeld, fouled right back to the screen for strike 1. Late swing by Connor. Bierfeld, with the bases loaded this year, 1 for 4 with 3 runs batted in. The 0-1 misses inside. Off-speed pitch from Talbot, busting Bierfeld in. Popped up, foul. It'll make the seats out of play as it drifts onto the roof here. That drifted quite a bit. The wind is completely dead here at New Britain Stadium. The flag limp out in center field. Talbot ready to rock and deal. 1-2 the count to Connor Bierfeld. Biggest power threat for New Britain, and now time granted at the plate to the Torrington native. Talbot stares in. He checks the runner at third. Kajimoto, the pitch. Swung on and missed. Down to an goes Bierfeld as he waves at a pitch inside. Back-to-back strikeouts with the bases loaded for Talbot. And now John Griffin will come to the plate. Griffin 0 for 1 in today's game. With the bases loaded, Griffin is 0 for 6 this year. First pitch, fastball in at the belt, ball one. Talbot looks over Kajimoto, now goes to the full windup. This one's fouled off, an inside pitch from Griffin. Fought down over the screen, back behind really the Bees dugout. 1-1. The count. Towing the rubber again is Talbot. Looked like he was going to go to the set position instead. Now he'll take a quick look over at third base. Actually, he's stalling here. And indeed, he was waiting for Griffin to call time. It's game one of the doubleheader. Both games scheduled for 7 innings. Not be the fastest 7-inning game that the Bees have played this year. That was an hour and a half. We're already an hour and 16 minutes into this one, only in the bottom of the fourth. Longest 7-inning game the Bees have played. Just over 2 hours and 30 minutes. The actual time is 2:43. That was on Tuesday of last week against York. Played the 2 longest 7-inning games they played all year. 1-1, hammered down the left field line and deep. If it's fair, it's gone! Yeah, no! As it's caught at the wall right at the Aces sign. That one died out in left field. As Griffin got underneath that, and the side is retired. Off the bat, I thought that was gone, but he lifted it just too high and not far enough. The Bees will leave them loaded despite having the bases loaded with no outs. In the inning, we head to the 5th. 7-0 Sugarland the score here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.
Celebrate.
At True Timber, we pour everything we have into the details of our pattern. We source from the land, from the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We only use the highest quality, real-life digital photography to create our patterns, because there's a difference between looking real and being real. True Timber, where almost real isn't real enough.
Can't get a signal? So annoying, right?
Yeah, and I'm late for a job interview.
Hey man, can you just nix it for like 2 seconds? Thank you. You need Verizon. They have the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's made to work in places like this. With Verizon Unlimited, we could video chat the interview in HD right here.
Okay.
Hey man, I'll cue you.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
I am a people person.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I MasterPassed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
After the Bees leave them loaded in the bottom of the 4th, Sugarland comes to the plate to lead off the 5th. It'll be Miller, Prince, and Zawadzki, the same 3 that led off last inning for Sugarland. The Skeeters sent 9 men to the plate, 4 of them scoring, with the big damage coming off the bat of Travis Scott. His 3-run home run, making this a 7-0 Sugarland lead. So it'll be Miller, who led off the last inning with a walk. First pitch, slider, hits the outside corner for a strike. Sugarland's had the leadoff man on in every single inning. They've scored in every inning except for the second. All 7 runs charged to Brian Dupre as Miller waves at a pitch. Count now, 0-2. Jarvis just misses low. The 0-2 offering, 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's on for the long haul here in this one. As just tapping this one back to the screen is Miller to stay alive. The All-Stars are coming, the All-Stars are coming. Join the Atlantic League All-Stars and your favorite New Britain Bees All-Stars representing the Liberty Division for the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star game as Miller swings and misses. Ball gets away from Skelton. He'll throw down, and the leadoff man is retired for the first time today. The first strikeout or in the inning, I should say. And that's the third strikeout for Jason Jarvis of the 3 outs that he's recorded. That's out number 1. Make sure to check out SomersetPatriots.com for All-Star Game tickets. As the 20th All-Star Game coming up on July 12th. This year's All-Star Game presented by Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health and Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. SomersetPatriots.com for tickets, NBBs.com. Click the team tab to vote for your favorite New Britain Bees. 1-1 the count to Prince. He doubled in his last at-bat. He scored a pair of runs in this one. He swings and misses. The pitch from Jarvis. 1-2. This is chopped high out towards the mound, barehanded by Jarvis. He will fire to first, and that'll be out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Jason Jarvis. So he settled things down a little bit for the Bees pitching staff. And now Zawadzki comes to the plate. Zawadzki continues to terrorize the New Britain Bees. He's 3 for 3, 2 runs scored, a home run, and 2 runs batted in. His other 2 hits are singles. He continues to be a hot hitter against New Britain. First pitch in for a strike. Ginsanti waits on deck. The 0-1. Strike 2 as Jarvis nabs the outside corner with the fastball. Breaking ball misses a little bit low and away. Bit of a waste pitch from Jarvis there. The 1-2 from Jarvis. Slash back to the screen as Zawadzki gets the end of his bat on that pitch. One and 2 the count. Here in the top of the 5th inning. This game scheduled for 7. Fastball high, and Zawadzki doesn't offer. Even the count at 2. After this game, a half-hour break in between. We'll end one broadcast, begin the second broadcast. About 5 minutes before game 2 gets started. As this is sent down the right field line. Drifting is Walton towards the corner. He will make the catch. And for the first time today, the Skeeters are put down in order. 1, 2, 3. To the bottom of the 5th we go. 7-0 Sugarland over New Britain here on the Bees Broadcast Network.
Celebrate the history of...
From lazy days by the shore to exciting nights on the town, Connecticut can be a pretty fun place to be this time of year. But if you get behind the wheel after even just a few drinks, things will get pretty unfun pretty fast. Connecticut has zero tolerance for drunk driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Have you been drinking?
Can't get a signal? So annoying, right?
Yeah, and I'm late for a job interview.
Hey man, can you disconnect this for like 2 seconds? Thank you. You need Verizon. They have the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's made to work in places like this. With Verizon Unlimited, we could video chat the interview in HD right here.
Okay.
Hey man, I'll cue you.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
I am a people person.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I master-passed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
Purchasing your tickets online. Again, the code is FUN4. For more information, call 860-826-BEES and head over to the nbbs.com to get your tickets.
Sun beginning to set out towards left field here at New Britain Stadium as Mitch Talbot goes through his warm-up tosses for the bottom of the 5th. He'll face the bottom third of the Bees lineup with a 7-0 lead. Mike Kraus will lead things off. He'll be followed by Walton and then Michael Baca. Bees left bases loaded last inning. They also got their first 2 hits of the game. They are proving that Talbot is mortal, but they have not scratched a run across yet, and they're running out of time here. As Kraus steps in from the right side. Center, deep to center. First at bat. We just saw Sean Gilblair pop out of the Bees dugout. He signaled with his left hand. If that means a lefty's warming, the options are Brandon Fry, Joe Beimel, or Nick Greenwood. We'll see what ends up happening. First pitch from Talbot. Breaking ball over the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Talbot now adding a quick delay stall in his windup. Gets the grounder over towards first. Scott will flip to Talbot covering. They just beat the speedy Kraus. 3-1 goes the out, and that will bring Jamar Walton to the plate. So Walton comes to the plate now. New Britain trying to prevent being shut out. They have been shut out so far in a doubleheader. The man who did it was Brian Grenning. We saw on Sunday, they only scratched 1 run across against him. As this is grounded out towards second. Quick flip from Prince, and that'll be out number 2. So Michael Baca comes to the plate. With nobody on and 2 retired. Talbot, full windup, misses inside, ball 1. Baca struck out and was thrown out. 2-1-3. He'll send this one foul up the third base line. One. Talbot misses in the dirt. That dusted up the line in the left-handed batter's box. This one's lined right out towards left center. It'll drop in for a base hit. Baca being held at first. A base hit for the number 9 man. Third hit of the afternoon for the Bees. Afternoon, evening, whatever you'd like to call it. It's going to stay light later. His first official day of summer is tomorrow. for the New Britain Bees, and that brings Yusuke Kajimoto to the plate. Kajimoto walked to lead off last inning, 0 for 1 with that walk on the night. Talbot again working from the set position. He delivers and misses well away. Ball 1. Cordero didn't need to move out of the crouch on that, but his glove went about as far as he could reach to his left. The 1-0 popped up. That looks like it's heading foul. Indeed it is. Lands above us, out of play. Count evens at 1-1. Talbot stares down Kajimoto. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Big cut. Comes up empty. Over at first base is Baca, who's good speed. Not really a base-stealing threat, nor is this a base-stealing situation. As Kajimoto slaps this one back to the rooftop bar and grill. It'll ricochet back towards the lower seating bowl. Talbot, a long look in. Now he'll check Baca. 1-2. Fastball very high and away. Cordero was out of the crouch. Make sure that one didn't go right to the backstop. The 2-2, slashed down the left field line, well foul, out of play. Waiting on deck is James Skelton, the catcher for the Bees. At the first hit last inning for New Britain. Talbot really slowing the pace here. Now he comes to the set and misses inside to Yusuke Kajimoto to run the count full. Sun brightening up here in the press box, obscuring view a little. Payoff pitch slashed out towards left field. In his tracks is Pounds. He will make the catch, and the side is retired. So the Bees will leave a man aboard on their third hit of the game. We head to the 6th inning. The score is 7-0. The Skeeters over the Bees.
At True Timber, we pour everything we have into the details of our pattern. We source from the land, from the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We only use the highest quality, real-life digital photography to create our patterns, because there's a difference between looking real and being real. True Timber, where almost real isn't real enough.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I MasterPassed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
So, Amara, you're a Verizon engineer. Tell me, what's one really good reason why the Samsung Galaxy S8 is better on Verizon?
Well, we have the largest 4G LTE network in America.
Yeah, that's a pretty good reason.
And the most reliable. And with unlimited, you get full HD video.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's 2, maybe even 3 reasons right there.
It's exactly 3.
Okay, sure, whatever you say.
If you really, really want the best, switch to Verizon Unlimited and get the Galaxy S8 for just $15 a month.
I saw you take those phones, you know.
From lazy days by the shore to exciting nights on the town, Connecticut can be a pretty fun place to be this time of year. But if you get behind the wheel after even just a few drinks, things will get pretty unfun pretty fast. Connecticut has zero tolerance for drunk driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Have you been drinking?
New pitcher on the hill for the New Britain Bees, and he will face a fellow Connecticut native in his first at-bat. It's Mike Heppel who takes over. The Newington native will face the Stamford native, Anthony Ginsanti, here to lead off the 6th inning. He takes over for Jason Jarvis. Jarvis went an inning and 2/3, allowed 2 hits and struck out 3. He is not the pitcher of record. That belongs to Brian Dupre, as it'll be Mike Heppel on the mound now for the New Britain Bees. This is Heppel's 16th appearance, all in relief. A 1-0 record, and ERA even at 3, 24 innings pitched, 27 strikeouts. Opponent's batting .218 off Heppel, who's become a very reliable middle reliever for Stan Clyburn after struggling early on. He'll face the Stamford native Ginsanti, who fouls it back to the screen, 0-1. Ginsanti 2 for 3, an RBI, a run scored. Heppel, the 0-1, fastball right there, and the count's 0-2. This is chopped out towards short. Up with it is Baca. A hard throw over to first. He went full overhand and really zipped that to John Griffin. That'll be out number 1. Ginsanti's retired. And that will bring Travis Scott to the plate. He's 1 for 3. The 1 is a 3-run home run. That came in the 4th inning. That was the big blow in this game. So 1 out, Scott at the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. Another fastball pumped in by Heppel. The count 0-2. The Newington native tries to get out of this inning unscathed. This is lined off Heppel. It'll ricochet out towards third. It'll be an infield hit for Scott. The bigger issue is if Heppel's okay. That was hard hit. And immediately, Sean Gilblair and Beast trainer Andy Musino out to the mound to check on Heppel. That one zipped him right at the hip. And that was certainly incredibly hard hit. They're going to have Heppel throw a couple warm-up tosses. The Bees have already lost 1 player to the disabled list. Eric Fornatero placed officially on the disabled list today, retroactive to Sunday. Is he dealing with an injury stemming from when he was removed from the game back on Saturday after 2+ innings? Heppel throws a warm-up toss. He's okay. Andy Musino back to the dugout. now Ahrens will come to the plate. Man on first, one down. Ahrens, pair of singles and an RBI in this one. Heppel's first pitch nearly hits him inside. Fastball, ball one. Heppel draws to the letters. He delivers. This one sent out towards left center. Over is Bierfeld. He'll make the catch, and that'll be out number 2. Connor Bierfeld will haul that one in for the second out. That brings Joel Guzman to the plate. Guzman has not reached base. He and Cordero each have a pair of strikeouts on the night. And Guzman has a pop-up as well. He has not yet reached first base. One of the few Skeeters not to. Sugarland with 12 hits in the first 5 2/3 innings, as this is popped back behind the plate and out of play. Heppel checks Scott at first. Scott really not a base running threat at all. Now he draws, slide step, swung on and missed. Good inside fastball from Heppel. 0-2 the count. Mike Heppel draws in. 0-2, that one up at the head of Guzman as he lost a handle on a breaking ball. Up to second base on the wild pitch is Scott. 1-2 the count. Should be noted that the last time that Guzman was here, he was a member of the York Revolution, and he got hit by Nate Rowe, touching off a bench-clearing brawl back on Sunday, April 23rd. That was after Melvin Mercedes hit a member of the New Britain Bees. And he will get the swing and a miss. Strikeout for Heppel. Every Bees pitcher has had a strikeout, the 6th recorded by the Bees so far tonight. And a man will be stranded aboard here in the top of the 6th. To the bottom of the inning we go. 7-0 Sugarland over New Britain here on the Bees Broadcast Network.
Bees fans, stay up to date on the latest team news and notes by following the Bees on social media. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/New Britain Bees, Twitter @New Britain Bees, Instagram @New Britain Bees, and follow us on Snapchat as well. New Britain Bees is the handle there. Community events, game day photos, game results, transactions, upcoming promotions, and more. Follow the Bees on social media to get the latest scoop on your favorite Atlantic League team.
New Britain Bees baseball, it's better with the Bees.
So, Amara, you're a Verizon engineer. Tell me, what's one really good reason why the Samsung Galaxy S8 is better on Verizon?
Well, we have the largest 4G LTE network in America.
Yeah, that's a pretty good reason.
And the most reliable. And with unlimited, you get full HD video.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's 2, maybe even 3 reasons right there.
It's exactly 3.
Okay, sure, whatever you say.
If you really, really want the best, switch to Verizon Unlimited and get the Galaxy S8 for just $15 a month.
I saw you take those phones, you know.
No, you didn't.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I MasterPassed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
To enjoy. Beat the summer heat on a thirsty Thursday at New Britain Stadium. Get your tickets at the New Britain Stadium box office online at ndbees.com or call 860-826-BEES.
Mitch Talbot back out for Sugarland, bottom half of the 6th inning. He will face Skelton, Rosa, and Maddox here as the Bees try and mount a comeback. They've been out-hit by a 12-3 margin, outscored 7-0 so far by Sugarland. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up. Skelton, Rosa, and Maddox here in the 6th inning. Skelton 1 for 2. He recorded the first Bees hit of the game back in the 4th inning. Was stranded at second. New Britain still has not managed to scrape a run across against Talbot. They're running out of time quickly. This is a 7-inning scheduled game. First pitch misses away, ball 1. Skelton has also not walked in today's game either. 2-0 as Talbot misses down low again. Talbot has not issued a walk yet. Has issued 1 walk today. It's to Yusuke Kajimoto. Full wind, the 2-0. Fastball tails away, but still has enough to grab the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Count even now at 2-2. As Rosa waits on deck, he's 1 for 2. Slapped foul down the left field line, out of play. Apple appears done for game 1. See who Stan Clyburn opts to go with next. Just twisting out of the way is Skelton. The count runs full. Game 3 of the series tomorrow on a YMCA Fun for Everyone Day. You can get a family 4-pack of tickets complete with a merchandise discount. We'll get to that in a moment. This is lofted out towards right field and deep. It is high, far, and gone. A home run for James Skelton. His 6th home run of the year, and the Bees are on the board. It is now 7-1. New Britain trailing Sugar Land. That's the DATCO drive of the game. For all your transportation needs, call DATCO at 800-229-4879. It's also the 20th home run hit here at New Britain Stadium. That is $2,000 donated by Stanley Black & Decker to House of Heroes as part of the Stanley Tape Measure Challenge. That's 365 out towards right field. And the 6th home run of the year for Skelton, his 4th here at New Britain Stadium. So the Bees get on the board as Rosa will try and follow it up. This one out towards left field and gone! Back-to-back Bees blast. Jovan Rosa, his 5th home run of the year. And it's now 7-2. That is Rosa's 2nd home run at New Britain Stadium this year and his 5th overall. The Bees go back-to-back. First time all season New Britain has back-to-back blasts. So it's now 7-2. First pitch to Maddox, misses away, ball 1. There is some stirring out in the Sugar Land bullpen all of a sudden. Talbot had been cruising, but those home runs, not cheap. This one lined out towards right field, a base hit. Not a home run, but a hard hit ball for Maddox. The first 3 batters here have hit the ball very hard for the New Britain Bees. And that brings Connor Bierfeld to the plate. And if anyone can change the tenor of this game quickly, it is Connor Bierfeld. But first, Gary Gaetti's coming to the mound, and we may have the pitching change. We'll wait for him to officially make the move. But Talbot allows 3 very hard hit balls. And that'll do it for Talbot here. Pitching change coming to you from New Britain Stadium. We'll be back in a moment here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.
From
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I MasterPassed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
No bars. Oh no, looks like somebody needs a new network.
When I got this unlimited plan, they told me they were all the same. They're not. Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's basically made for places like this.
Honey, what if it was just us out here?
Right. So I ordered you a car. Thank you. You don't want to be out here at night because of the coyotes. Okay, thanks, bud. Bye. Be nice to have your car for some shelter. Bye.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4.
From lazy days by the shore to exciting nights on the town, Connecticut can be a pretty fun place to be this time of year. But if you get behind the wheel after even just a few drinks, things will get pretty unfun pretty fast. Connecticut has zero tolerance for drunk driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Have you been drinking?
At True Timber, we pour everything we have into the details of our pattern. We source from the land, from the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We only use the highest quality, real-life digital photography to create our patterns, because there's a difference between looking real and being real. True Timber, we're almost real, isn't real enough.
As the first pitch in there for a strike. Bierfeld has struck out twice so far in today's game. Corpus making his second appearance for Sugarland, his last appearance against the Bees. Coming in game 1 of the doubleheader, he allowed 3 earned runs in an inning as the count evens at 1-1. Coming set is Manny Corpus. He winds and fires. Good breaking ball gets Bierfeld to swing and miss. The count's now 1-2. Corpus so far on the year has struggled at times. This is his third appearance with Sugarland, but he struggled while he was with York when he was released by the Revolution. He had a 6.23 ERA. This fastball misses down in the dirt and away. Waiting on deck is John Griffin. 2-2 the count. Corpus comes set. The pitch. Just getting a piece is Bierfeld as he got fooled by the breaking ball again. Maddox stays over at first base. It was 1 week ago that Manny Corpus was a member of the York Revolution pitching against the New Britain Bees. Now he's here with Sugarland pitching against the New Britain Bees. Coming set again, Corpus. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Waved at by Bierfeld. He can't come up with it. And that'll be his third strikeout of the game. That's out number 1 here in the 6th inning. That brings John Griffin to the plate. Griffin 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. Corpus comes set up by his head. The pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. Corpus almost going to the sidearm delivery. The 0-1 off the handle of the bat out towards first. Corpus will field it in fair territory. Looks at the runner at second, fires to first. That's the second broken bat for John Griffin today. The out goes 1-3. That'll be out number 2. Now Michael Kraus comes to the plate. And looking through our record book, I believe today is the first time the Bees have had back-to-back home runs in a game ever. Double check that to make sure that's the case. But looking through, it appears that is the first time the New Britain Bees have had those back-to-back home runs. And indeed it is. So Britain going back-to-back, a new moment for the franchise. 0-1 the count to Michael Kraus. He led off last inning with a ground out. This one is lined out towards right center, backing up the center fielder Miller. It's over his head off the Mr. Softy sign to the wall. Rounding second, heading for third is Kraus. He's in there. Another triple for Michael Kraus. And an RBI to boot. Is coming home is Craig Maddox. It's now 7-3. Michael Kraus with his league-leading 5th triple of the year. So Kraus into third base, and now Jamar Walton comes to the plate. The 0-1 coming from Corpus. This one lined out towards left center field. That'll get down for a base hit. And in from third comes Michael Kraus. RBI single for Jamar Walton. And into second goes Walton as he hustles. Jamar Walton up to second base. Great hustle from the Bees right fielder. And now the Bees keep a runner in scoring position. The score is 7-4. First 3 runs charged to Talbot. Corpus has pitched an inning and 2/3 in the last week against the Bees. He's allowed 5 earned runs. Pitch to Baca. Breaking ball misses away. Ball 1. That hustle play by Walton. It is a double. RBI double. Bees have hit for the cycle in this inning. 2 home runs, a single, a triple, and a double. Baca fouls this one away, and the count now 1-1. Baca's 1 for 2 tonight. New Britain attempting to mount a spectacular comeback here. Scored 4 times in the inning. Bullpen now very active for Sugarland. Pitch misses down and away. 2-1 the count. So after Sugarland hangs a 4 spot on the Bees in the 4th, they've retaliated with 4 of their own in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-1 over the outside corner, 2-2 the count. Called third strike gets Baca over the outside corner, and that will end the inning. Rough way to go for Michael Baca as the sides retire, but the Bees send 8 men to the plate. 4 of them score. Back-to-back home runs for Skelton and Rosa, and after 6, it is 7-4 Sugarland over Bees here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.
At True Timber, we pour everything we have into the details of our pattern. We source from the land, from the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We only use the highest quality, real-life digital photography to create our pattern, because there's a difference between looking real and being real. True Timber, where almost real isn't real enough.
Brandon League enters to face Brian Pounds here in the top half of the 7th inning. The score is 7-4. The Bees with a 4-run bottom of the 6th. Now League is on for the New Britain Bees in place of Heppel. The first pitch. This one foul back to the screen. 0-1 the count. League on the season. 15 appearances now, 9.26 ERA. He has struck out 7 and walked 8 over 11 2/3 innings pitched. League draws to his belt, the 0-1. This is down low, 1-1 the count. League on for Heppel. The Bees bullpen has done a very good job so far. This is lined out towards center field. On the run, Kraus. It's off his glove as he makes a leaping stab at it. Throw will come in as Walton was backing him up. Kraus mad at himself as he stays down on the grass. He laid all the way out for that one, but it will be the third hit for Pounds. 4th time he's been on base as Albert Cordero now comes to the plate. Tough go of it. As Kraus with a spectacular attempt. It could not hold on. 13th hit of the game for Sugarland. Now the first pitch to Cordero is fouled down the left field line. 0-1 the count. League draws to his belt. Short lead by Pounds off first. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. 0-2 the count. On deck is Miller. He's reached base on a walk, but has not tallied a hit yet. League draws again to his belt. The pitch. Slashed foul down the left field line. Game 2 of this doubleheader will begin half an hour after the Game 1 finishes. The 0-2 from League, swung on and missed. That'll do it for Cordero. Strikeout for League. No advancement for the runner Pounds as Cordero returns to the dugout. Every Bees pitcher has tallied a strikeout. 7 so far on the night for New Britain's pitcher. $70 donated by Beacon Pharmacy to the Prudence Crandall Center to help strike out domestic violence so far. Up to the plate now, Miller with a runner at first. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. League delivers. Missing inside and a little bit down. Down and inside, ball 1. This is popped on I thought it was on a line, but it's high chopper out towards third. Rosa goes to second to get the out. It'll be a fielder's choice as they can't complete the double play. 5-4 goes the out. So 2 down now, and Josh Prince comes to the plate. He is 1 for 3, a double, pair of runs scored as well. Pitch inside, ball 1. collapsing again his league. 2 balls, no strikes. Sawadsky waits on deck. He's got a home run today. 4 home runs in this game, 2 for each side. The 2-0. Down low, 3-0. Sugar Land and New Britain. Mine for a lot of home runs in the first game of the series they played last time. McGuigan had a pair, as did Josh Prince. Down in Sugar Land. Swinging and missing is Prince here. 3-1 the count. Also having a home run in that game, Andy Wilkins, no longer with Sugar Land. He's had his contract purchased. That was a 5 home run game between the two teams. First time these two met back on May 5th. The 3-1, this one lined hard out towards left. Bierfeld has it with a little extra hop. And the side is retired. Bottom of the 7th, last at bat coming up for the New Britain Bees. The score 7-4. New Britain trails Sugar Land here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.
At True Timber, we pour everything we have into the details of our pattern. We source from the land, from the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We only use the highest quality, real-life digital photography to create our pattern, because there's a difference between looking real and being real. True Timber, where almost real isn't real enough.
Can't get a signal? So annoying, right?
Yeah, and I'm late for a job interview.
Hey man, can you just nix it for like 2 seconds? Thank you. You need Verizon. They have the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's made to work in places like this. With Verizon Unlimited, we could video chat the interview in HD right here.
Okay.
Hey man, I'll cue you.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
I am a people person.
Modern life deserves a modern way to pay. On your phone and online, so you don't miss his first birthday.
Tickets. I master-passed it.
MasterPass, the secure way to pay from your bank. Don't just buy it, MasterPass it.
To the bottom of the 7th we go in a game scheduled for 7. Dustin Richardson will take over on the mound for the Sugar Land Skeeters. Richardson, the de facto closer for Sugar Land, left-hander, making his 28th appearance. He's got an 0-4 record, a 4.74 ERA. This 3 saves on the year, 19 innings pitched. Those 3 saves lead the current active members of the Sugar Land Skeeters. Felipe Paulino had 6 before he had his contract purchased by Mexico. We could see Mark Haynes on. He had a save against the Bees earlier on. He's got a pair as well. We'll see what what Gary Gaetti opts to do. Richardson on to face Kajimoto, who will bat from the right side as a switch hitter, and then Skelton, the lefty. See if he stays on for Rosa or not. Richardson comes set. Infield in at the corners. The first pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Kajimoto 0 for 2. He is also walked in this game. He's scoring 4 runs in the last half inning. They were at the plate, bottom of the 6th. They need 3 more to tie game 1 of this doubleheader. 2-0 to Kajimoto. Richardson, the former Boston Red Sox, draws set, and this one is skied out towards shallow left field. Back so shallow, Kevin Aarons, the shortstop, will make the catch just out on the grass. That will be out number 1. So that brings James Skelton to the plate. Last time he was up, he hit his 6th home run of the year. He is 2 for 3. As he bats here in the bottom of the 7th. Again, as soon as this game comes to an end, we will end our broadcast. We'll be back about half an hour after game 1 comes to a conclusion. This is fouled away. Count evens at 1-1 to Skelton. His first pitch strike was pumped in there. Richardson comes set up where it says Skeeters across the front of the uniform. This one sent out towards left field. Coming in, the left fielder pounds. He will make the catch, and that will be out number 2. And Richardson appears to stay in the game. He will, to face Jovan Rosa. Rosa 2 for 3. A towering home run. First back-to-back home run in Bees history. In his last at-bat. First pitch is in for a strike to Jovan Rosa. 2 down here in the 7th. These last gasps coming up. Pitch misses inside to even the count at 1. Two and 1. Another pitch from Richardson missing inside. Maddox waits on deck for the New Britain Bees. Britain not going down without a fight in this one. The 2-1 swung on and missed, and Bees down to their final strike. Richardson comes to the belt. This is fouled away. So Rosa will live to fight another pitch. This is popped up, again foul. The seat's out of play. Again fouled off by Rosa. Now he's just making Richardson work. Two and 2 the count, 2 down. Bees trail by 3. A game that's seen 22 hits across 6 2/3 innings. The pitch. Again fouled off. This is something else. Rosa's fouled off. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight pitches from Richardson. Nothing else. His pitch count is ballooning. The 2-2. This one straightened out, but still down the right field line. It'll end up foul down in the kids' fun zone for something new and different. Rosa's having himself a field day with foul balls. And another foul. It's tapped right towards the on-deck circle. Swung on and missed. Rosa strikes out, and that will do it for game 1 here. These go down in order against Richardson. In the 9th, the final score of this one, 7-4, Sugarland over the New Britain Bees. Sugarland 14 hits, the Bees had 8. Neither team committed an error in this one. Game ending at 8:21 p.m. It is a 2-hour and 15-minute contest. That's going to do it here on the broadcast for us. We'll be back in about half an hour. We'll say it's an 8:50 start time, 8:50, call it 8:55 start time here on the East Coast as the Bees take on Sugarland for Game 2. Final score of Game 1, 7-4, Skeeters over Bees here on the New Britain Bees Broadcast Network.